Okay, and this card wanted to come out two different ways, so this will be interesting to see how we take a look. Actually, some pretty good cards, my friends. You have the Star card. This is about enlightenment, and as you can see, the water's flowing. She has her beautiful star wings on, and the fairies are around her. The moonlight's out. So this is really enlightenment in your life. And the Star card, as you know, is one of the major arcanas. And this comes at a time when there has been upheaval possibly, or unsureness of relationships, unsureness of work, unsureness of timing in life. There's hope and optimism around that. Starting to see some new light, some new hope. Yeah, and when I look at these two cards together, she's actually facing the Three of Chalices. And this can be around three people. It can be really having a great time together. This can be a celebration of acknowledgement of someone taking a next step, someone moving up in the world, or someone moving where they want to. I feel like some of you guys are getting together with friends and having a drink, or going somewhere and having a dinner and really celebrating your friends. But there's some sort of emotional achievement, emotional good feel that's coming up in September for you. This may be getting together with family, and you guys are having a nice time together. There's water here. This is the Three of Chalices. So that's a water card. That's about your emotions. So you're starting off starting off the month, Scorpio, with some nice emotional feelings going on. This has the garden. This feels like the Garden of Plenty to me. So these three women are standing around what you could look at this and say it's the ground, or it could be a pond that's golden. But it feels like you can tap into your emotions with other people. By yourself, this is like an inner light, and this is with other people. The next card that came up is the King of Pentacles, and this card did come up in reverse. So the King of Pentacles, normally it's this guy right here, would come up straight up. And he is a guy who enjoys his money. He enjoys his property. He's a very generous guy. He's done well in life. As you can see, the red flowers behind him, the meadow in the back. He has his land. He has his cow. So he's a happy guy. It did come up in reverse. And by the way, this also represents an earth sign. This could be Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. Sun, moon, or rising sign. So if there is an earth sign that's big in your life, and this is coming up in reverse, and I say big in your life, someone like a boss or a spouse, it almost feels like to me that they're either, if it's a boss, they're not feeling quite as strong to you or as overwhelming as maybe they have been. Not that the King of Pentacles is an overwhelming person, but coming up in reverse, I feel like it could be. If this is a spouse, it just feels like whoever this is, the spouse, boss, that they could be seeing some issues in their life and they don't feel quite as prosperous. And, you may not see as much of their happy-go-lucky, all is well, I'm in the right place feeling. So I always look at how the cards face each other. This one faces this one. And this one being in reverse is facing away from this celebration here. It's looking away. So it's like this person is almost becoming distanced to you, and not in a bad way. Maybe there needs to be some distance, or maybe you all worked out some communication. Okay, so I'm hearing the word stripes. So this could be also in the military. If some of you, any of you are in the military, or if you have loved ones or friends, this person just feels like they are at distance. And I'm kind of having a very empathic feeling towards them, of hoping that they're doing better. If their health is off, whatever's off, it just feels like their world is a little bit upside down right now. Okay. So, the last card is the Wheel of Fortune. And I have to say, when I pulled this card, this happens every so often. I said it straight up, but it felt like it was like this. And so I was like, okay, how do we talk about it? Let's talk about it both ways. So the Wheel of Fortune, when it's upright, is always positive. This is about new movement, new positivity in your life. You know, the wheel, there's the ebbs and flows of life. Sometimes we just feel like we're not getting anywhere, and maybe we've had, you know, people in our life that pass on, or we've lost our job or whatever, you know, in that sense. And it's unfortunate, but the wheel does turn around and say, okay, now's your time. Here's the arrow. This is your time. And so that's usually what it means. That this could be really, things start flowing for you again, or you're feeling like it. Now, it could be too, if it's in reverse. I always read the Wheel of Fortune as being a positive card, even in reverse, because in reverse it tells me this is coming, it's just delayed, or things have stopped for right now, or maybe your income, you're not getting that promotion, or you're not getting to go on that vacation with your loved one, or not getting to go see your family. So it could be that as well, since it felt like it was sort of cockeyed. You know, whoever Scorpio you are, wherever your life is, I'm going to say that this Wheel of Fortune could go either way. In fact, what I'm going to do is to pull a clarifying card, because I'm very interested as to why that could have come up that way. Okay, so let's pull a clarifying card of what's going on with you. Oh, well, okay. All right, Scorpio. Well, this is a completely different deck. This is the Hanson Roberts deck. And the card I pulled empathically was another Wheel of Fortune, and this was straight up. And this one's pointing to this one. So don't you love the synchronicities in life? I do. I'm getting ready to teach a class on psychic development. And part of it is about noticing synchronicities, feathers, coins, numbers on the clock. But I love that both of these cards came out. This is the same card, just different deck. So I'm going to go ahead and go with it, you guys. I think the Wheel of Fortune is going to turn in your favor. If you don't feel like it now, just allow the solar eclipse, new moon, to just be open to that, because I do feel like this is going to turn in your favor. All right, my friends, I'm going to add up the cards for you numerologically. This is a 17, and 3 is 20, 21, and 10 is 31. I've been getting that with a couple readings. 3 and 1 is 4. Numerology, that's about staying grounded, staying practical, knowing the different steps to take in life, just doing it in a practical way. You know, when you build a house, you pour the foundation, then you put up the uprights. You don't put the roof on first. You need a firm foundation. So, you know, feel that, know that you're striving towards that, and that's your goal. And the ways to also ground, which 4 is about as well, is being in nature, enjoying earth, enjoying the trees, enjoying the birds that you see, because you do have a couple of birds in your cards, and a lot of times they are messengers for us.